If you guys are looking for some coins to get the best FIFA 18 squads, then check out mulefactory.com. They're the cheapest site I've found for coins. They deliver in 5 minutes. Now they even pay you back for your card, cover your 5% transfer fee with a brand new player auction wizard. And if you use TGC Kurt5 at checkout, you get 5% off your order. Check them out with the link down below now. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 18 video. This is the first FIFA 18 video to my channel in about 3 months. If you've missed the 2 previous videos, one basically explained that I was going and then one explained that I was back. It's been an interesting 3 months or so. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but it's been good fun. But it's exciting to actually be back making a proper video, you know. I was preparing for this, getting myself set up, and I was a little bit excited. So it's quite nice to be back. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to these videos coming back a bit, and this should be really, really good fun. So we're kicking off our first video back by looking at some of the winter upgrades. Now I've been as engrossed in football as I probably ever have been over the last 4 months. It's been my life, every waking moment. So I thought I'd put together like some BPL upgrades. We'll do some different leagues. We'll do some Bundesliga, some Liga 1, Serie A, all that sort of thing. We'll get some more leagues in, but we'll start with the one that I'm most familiar with, and that is the BPL. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I will have forgotten someone, I'm sure. If there's players you think that should be in this, please stick them in the comments down below because I would love to hear who you think should be in. And of course, if you disagree with any of them, give us like a respectful reason why. I'd love to have a good chat in the comments with you guys. It's been a while since we have. So let me know in the comments down below who you think maybe should have actually been in this team. And I'm interested to see what you guys have to say and what you think should be in it. So before we get into like the first 11 of the BPL January upgrades, I've just like chucked a bunch of players on the bench that I think we should really quickly go through. I've got some stats to back some of them up. Some of them obviously don't need backing up. We'll start off with Edison first. This guy has come in. He's been absolutely outstanding for City. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes up to maybe an 84. I think he already is an 84 in career mode. 84, 85 would be completely justified for this guy. He's been absolutely outstanding. Next up, Harry Kane. Technically, by goals count, he was the best striker or the best attacking player in 2017 in the calendar year. 86 does not reflect how good this guy is. He got 8 hat-tricks last year. When you see players like, I don't know, like Eden Hazard, is he 90 or whatever, he's that much higher than Kane is, it's not right. Kane's one of the best players in the league and he should be higher than an 86, and that's coming from an Arsenal fan. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up 87, 88 in this January upgrades. Next up we have Wilfried Zaha. 4 goals, 1 assist this season. Not like the craziest record, but he's been so influential in the way that he's just kind of turned around Crystal Palace's season. His form has no doubt coincided with how strong Crystal Palace have been and how much they've picked up over the last few weeks. So Wilfried Zaha is definitely one that I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up to an 82, 83, and also maybe moved centrally because he's been playing kind of striker for a lot of this season. So he may be on that list as a striker. Next up is Heung-min Son. Now, this is one that I just think just should happen. Like, I think he's so underrated. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Why he doesn't start more for Spurs, I don't know. He has started to get a few more starts this season in the league, but last year he was much more of just a cup player. But this year, 7 goals, 3 assists in 15 starts, a really good return. I think this guy should be like 83, 84. I really rate him. Next up, this one that's going to be out for a bit of debate. That's why I put him on the subs bench, because I'm not like 100% convinced by him. But 83 rated, 7 goals, 7 assists this season, 14 goal contributions. He's been back on form this year, probably going to get a move soon. But I think he should be 84 rated at the least, because I think he's absolutely outstanding. I really, really rate him. Next up is Pascal Gross. Now, to get 4 goals, 5 assists from central midfield for a side that's newly promoted, it's outstanding, and to only be a 76 rated player, I just think just isn't right. I think he should be way higher than what he is, so give him an upgrade. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, again, has been one of the 2 players. Him and Zaha, I think, have been the 2 like most important players for Crystal Palace in kind of their revival since that awful start under De Boer. I really rate Loftus-Cheek. I think the fact he's a silver 69 rated card is outrageous. He should at least be a high rated silver. I don't think there's much debate for that one. Next up, Christopher Schindler. I think he's been Huddersfield's best player. He's been outrageously good from the back. Him and Aaron Moy have been fantastic players, but I think Schindler's just been so important for them, and I think he deserves an upgrade. And then last on the bench is Jamal Lascelles, really underrated centre-back. It's been so clear when he's not been at Newcastle just how much they've missed him throughout his injuries, and he's just absolutely outrageous, so he should get an upgrade to a gold at least, in my humble opinion. So we're going to go into the starting 11 now. We'll talk a little bit more about each one as we're going through. How long have we been going so far? Wow, we've been going longer than I realised. We'll speed it up a little bit. In goal, we have Nick Pope. Now, Nick Pope has come in for Tom Heaton, and my word, has he done incredibly well. To come in, deputise under Heaton, you thought he might, oh no, Heaton was so good last year, this guy's going to struggle, Burnley are going to struggle. He's been incredible, and I don't even know if Heaton's back fit yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he displaces Heaton from his squad, because he certainly deserves it. The guy's been absolutely fantastic, and like I said, well deserving of an upgrade from 68 for sure. Now this one's an interesting one. Start of the season, did not think I'd be doing this. We're going to go for Ashley Young. Now, Ashley Young has been a man possessed, particularly since the start of November, December sort of time. He's been very, very good. Now, he's been playing at left back mainly, left wing back. He's been absolutely outrageous. He's got a couple goals, couple assists, but he's just been so influential for Man United. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him going up to a 77, 78 as a left back in these January upgrades. Next up, another player that I'm a big fan of. He's done fantastically at Leicester since he secured his move from Hull last summer. It was Hull, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. From Hull last summer, was it Hull? It was Hull. I had a weird, doubting myself second there, but Harry Maguire's been absolutely outrageous, been really good for Leicester. He should be up from a 75. I think he'll be a 78, 79. I think he'll be going to the World Cup with England next year. Whether or not he'll start, I don't know, but he should definitely be in the conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if we do take him out there. Next up, we have another youngster. I'm pretty sure actually this entire back five with the goalie are all English, which is quite exciting. None of them will do anything at the World Cup, really, but Tarkowski has been one of Burnley's best players as well. He's come in for injured players. It's been just outrageous, and again, they missed him over the last couple of weeks, and their form basically took a huge downward turn. I didn't realise he was English. With a name like Tarkowski, you probably assume Polish, some sort of European country. He's not. He's English, and he's been absolutely fantastic for Burnley. He's got man of the match 4 times for them, which is not that common for a centre-back, and I think 73 rated just is not on. He's basically been a top 7 quality defender, and he should get an upgrade. Now, this next one's an interesting one. If you asked me 3 weeks ago, I'd say this one was absolutely nailed on, but he's had is it just Joe Gomez? What am I even doing? But he's had a bit of a tricky couple of games. He struggled against Arsenal. He's dropped for the following week, but he's back in the squad now. He's played mainly at right back now. Trent Alexander-Arnold's kind of been switched out with him. It's been a bit of a weird one, but I think based on the first half of the season, Joe Gomez definitely deserves an upgrade. 70 rated for a player that's performed so well at right back for Liverpool. He definitely needs to get an upgrade and be moved out to right midfield. Next up, this one is one that there's probably not much room for him to be upgraded, and if we go back about 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't have included him in January upgrades, but recently we've seen high-rated players like Lewandowski, Sanchez get upgrades in January before, and I think if anyone's deserving of it, it's Kevin De Bruyne. He's been the best player in the Premier League for me this season. He's been absolutely outstanding, and there's no doubt in my mind that he deserves an upgrade from 89 rated. Like I said, he's just been so good, and he should be a 90, 91. He's arguably the best midfielder in the world right now, and yeah, he's so good at the moment. But we're going to go from the best in the league to the best of a bad bunch. Now with this one, Aaron Moy, he's, I don't mean that condescendingly, he's been at one of the lower teams, a newly promoted team, and he's definitely, he's shone this season. 77 rated is his card. He's been really good. Even against the big teams, you look at him and you think, this guy's actually got a bit about him. Obviously, started off City, a weird sort of situation where, like, Australian, they bought him from the club that they owned, and all a bit weird, basically. They bought the club and then acquired Moy from it. Anyway, he's ended up at Huddersfield and he's had a fantastic season, and I think he's deserving of an upgrade. Now, this is one that is more based on the first 3 months of the season, but there's no denying that this guy should be higher rated than a 73 rated silver. It's a non-rare silver as well, which just makes it look even worse. Like this guy, he started off, he got 5 goals, 4 assists. He did almost all of those at the start of the season. Now in fairness, he's only got 1 assist in the last 10 games, and he's not in the best of form now, but he went through a spell where he was just outrageously good, and compared to some of the low rated golds that we have in the Prem, this guy should be higher rated than what they are. Now, this one, again, this could be recency bias, because that is a thing that happens when a player's performing particularly well. You do want to give them the upgrade, but Marko Arnautovic has been sensational for West Ham over the last few weeks. If we look at his recent form, he's got an assist in the last game, 2 goals in the previous, 1 in the one before that, 1 in his start before that, nothing, and then a goal. So he's got a really good little run of form on the go, and I think 82 rated, you could argue that he could be higher than that. And yeah, he's been very, very good as of late. He's been playing centrally, could be an interesting position change. We could get a centre forward version of him, maybe an 83 rated. I don't know, it could be quite exciting. There's 2 left now. We're going to go on to this one, which is Raheem Sterling. A really bizarre one, because at the start of the season, he was in the discussion for being part of a switch move for Alexis Sanchez. Instead, he's gone on to be in absolutely scintillating form. If I look at his goal ratio now, he's on 14 goals in 16 starts with 4 assists. He's one of the top scorers in the league. There's not many that have scored more than him. He's been very, very good, and there's no doubt this guy deserves an upgrade. He should be an 84 rated at the very minimum. When you look down below, I know obviously we were talking about like Son and Morris. These guys deserve an upgrade, but Sterling has smashed them out the park, so he should be at least going up 2, maybe 3 in this January upgrade. And we're going to go on to the last player, who has been arguably the best player in the Premier League this season, and that is Super Mo Mohamed Salah. I mean, this run of cards that he's got there is insane. He's an 83 rated player. I think he's still the top scorer in the Premier League. It's probably best I double check. No, Harry Kane has taken him over by 1 now. Harry Kane is the top scorer in the Premier League. But Salah's second with 17 and Sterling third with 14. But 17 goals as like a right forward, now sometimes playing striker. It's insane. To have 17 goals by the new year, this guy deserves an upgrade without a shadow of a doubt. He may have even scored this weekend, actually, because I'm recording this before Liverpool play their game against Manchester City. Both of these could be added to their tally, but absolutely unbelievable Salah, and he's just been so good. 17 goals, 5 assists. That means in 19 starts, 2 sub appearances, he's got 22 goal contributions. That's more than 1 a game, which is just absolutely fantastic. 5 man of the matches for him. There's no doubt in my mind. Is it 1 or 2 player of the months? He deserves an upgrade, and he should be one of the marquee players in the January upgrades. But that brings us to the end of this episode, guys. Didn't feel like I was ever gone. That literally just felt the same as normal. I hope you guys did enjoy it, though. Smash that like button if you have. Of course, don't forget to let me know down below who you think should be upgraded, and any changes you think should happen to this squad. Have a fantastic day, though, guys, and I will see you all possibly tomorrow. Bye-bye.